Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, and let's run a different team. So we got the Guzzlord paired with the Whiscash and the Mantine in the back here. Here we have the Guzzlord versus this Shadow Feraligatr. We only have to worry about a potential Ice Beam, but they did not build up to the Ice Beam, so we know that we can change that move easily. They switch out into the Charge Bug immediately. We're going to have the Whiscash for this, as the Mantine in the back would just take double super effective damage. We're going to go for the Scold here versus this Charge Bug. We don't get the debuff, but you can see we already get him into the yellow, while this second move finally gets us into the red. So we do have the health advantage and energy advantage. This Mud Bomb here potentially could get a shield. Okay, nice recognition by them, realizing that the Mud Bomb would not be enough. So we're going to invest the shield and look for the farm down. Our opponent, and what is that? They revealed that they have Skarmory. So Skarmory here is going to have to tank this Skull, trying to get to another move. Unfortunately, not able to get to that other move. But now we have the health advantage, but they have the shield advantage. So we know that we can tank this move here. Then they're going to switch out into their Feraligatr. We already have some residual energy on our Guzzlord, so we're going to throw this energy here. Look for the farm down. Our opponent here does throw another move, ends up being the Hydro Cannon. Okay, so pretty good damage by the Hydro Cannon. It's taking us into the red. Oh, unfortunately, could not reach that move right there, and we do faint on all that energy, which is going to come into play because we needed that chip damage. Looks like our opponent here is going to have to invest shields, so we do get them to shield the Aero Ace. We build up again, throw another Aero Ace. We do get the 2 shields, but you can see here we're just going to be right out of range for the KO. That little energy from the Guzzlord that we did not fire off ended up coming in clutch. I don't know if the Dragon Claw would have been enough to get it into the KO range, but losing all that energy right there was a little bit unfortunate. So it was a well play by them using the Skarmory. If you remember, they went for the Brave Bird and did all that extra damage on our Mantine and dip. So well played by them. On to the next game. We got the Lantern versus this Guzzlord here. Great matchup. They're deciding to stay in, so we kind of are going to be wary of their switching here. Okay, ends up being the, what is that, Noctowl? Okay, ends up being the Noctowl, so we do have a great situation here, as we do get the shield, and we do go into our Mantine here, so we match the Flyer on Flyer. This potentially could get them to get a shield. We haven't revealed that we don't have Ice Beam, so they finally know that we don't have the Ice Beam here. Here, we're going to tank this move because we're going to try to win this game with the Guzzlord. The Guzzlord does fire off a Dragon Claw. Okay, ends up being the Poliwrath, and they actually switch back out into their Lantern, and that was kind of why we let that Mantine go, because we had 2 answers for this Lantern. So now we're in a great situation. We have the Whiscash just going to be able to farm up a ton of energy and throw these Mud Bombs on really good timing. Mud Bomb goes through, doesn't quite take it out, so it is able to fire off their last serve. We're going to be able to farm this down, and now we have a ton of energy on our Whiscash. 1 Mud Bomb goes through, ends up doing probably like 15% right there. We're waiting for them to throw a move. If this debuffs, we're going to switch out. No debuff, and we're going to be able to get to this next Mud Bomb right here, and then trying to get to another one. Unfortunately, not able to, and then we're going to try to win the game with fast moves, and that's exactly what happened. So GG's to our opponent. Luckily, we did have that Guzzlord to kind of reset debuffs or potentially win the game right there. So nice play by us. We do have basically a ABB team, double water in the back versus paired with this Guzzlord. Another great matchup here, actually. We're going to be able to resist any of the charge moves. In fact, all the moves, even fast moves here. So the fact that they're staying in is very interesting. We're going to be able to take this out unless they decide to shield. Okay, makes sense. They let it go. So surely they have a counter to it. They switch into their Skarmory. Skarmory here is going to throw a Brave Bird. Okay, we do shield the Brave Bird, anticipating them chipping and dipping. We're going to throw this Scald here, and they did get the debuff, and they know that is GG's right there, because whatever was in the bag was probably also weak to that Guzzlord. My guess is probably a Lantern, but not exactly sure. But that's probably the situation. We got the Oh, Steelix versus the Guzzlord. They're doing super effective fast moves, but none of their charge moves typically are going to be able to take out our Guzzlord unless they're running the breaking swipe. So we're going to end up letting this first one go, anticipating no breaking swipe, and that's exactly what happens. They do go for the resisted Psychic Beam, which is going to allow them to farm us down. You can see right here, we get them into the really low red. They go for the Psychic Beam again. They switch out into the Gligar, which allows us to switch out of that bad situation and lock them into this Mantine versus Gligar matchup. We know that we just have to worry about their Aero Ace, as the digs would be resisted, and we do get a shield from our opponent. So now we are at even shields. We know that I don't know if they want to keep this last shield, so we're throwing another Aero Ace bait. They decide to just let it go, and now it's pretty even. You can see right here, we're going to try to get to 2 Aero Aces instead of 1 Water Pulse. Okay, our opponent here does allow us to get to this Aero Ace here to take out their Gligar. Their Gligar here has to shield or let this go, and now they do invest the last shield to throw this move off. We're going to shield right here because we think we could farm down. No! Unfortunately, unable to farm down this Gligar. We tank a... Oh, nice play by my opponent right here, anticipating the move. Nice switcheroo by them, and that's probably going to win them the game because we do invest a lot of energy into the really low Steelix. So, well played by my opponent. Nice catch by them. If we had just... Looks like 2 Scolds would have been able to take out this Vigoroth. So, yeah, that was well played by them. Nice catch. All right, next and final game. Let's see if we can end off on a good win. We got the Guzzlord versus the Altaria. So we're going to stay in for now because both of us are doing super effective fast moves, but we are able to get to this Dragon Claw first. It's going to be doing some big damage, or they're going to get the shield. So they do invest the shield right there, so we're going to invest the shield as well. And we know that we can outpace them, but we're going to be wary of a catch, so we're going to wait. Okay, so they do end up trying to catch the move. So it looks like they're going to bring in the Trevenant. We're going to counter with the Mantine. They go for the Shadow Ball. We know that we can survive it, so we let it go. This Aero Ace here threatens the KO. They just, doesn't quite KO it, but we are able to farm down, so just as good. Now they're going to bring back in their Altaria, and we're going to be able to throw this Aero Ace to get the shield or get them to KO. So looks like they have only a Poliwrath left. We did some super effective fast move damage. Now we have a decision to make. Do we go in with our Guzzlord or do we go in with our Whiscash? We decided to go in with the Whiscash to tank the move. We're going to wait and see if we get debuffed. So we did get debuffed, so we're going to switch out of their combo play, get this last shield with this Dragon Claw, and now we're going to come back in with our reset Whiscash, which has good energy. Throw this Mud Bomb. One Mud Bomb doesn't quite KO, but the next one will. We know that we can survive it, the Scold from this range. As you can see right there, even with the debuff, we should be able to take this out. This Mud Bomb goes through, and it does get the KO. So GG's to our opponent. Well played by us. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.